And the family of one of those 10 lives lost on Monday, they're now speaking about their loved ones. They're talking publicly for the first time, sharing fond memories of their beloved niece and granddaughter.
Someone who had worked at that store for a really long time as well. KRDO News Channel 13's Natalie Haddad joins us now live from our newsroom with more detail. Natalie, just tragic.
Tragic is exactly right, Bryn, and it goes without saying that it has been a tough week for Colorado, but especially so for the families of the victims of Monday's mass shooting. This morning, the family of 25-year-old Rikki Olds, one of the victims and an employee of King Soopers, addressed the public for the first time. Rikki's uncle, Bob Olds, says Rikki lived life on her own terms. He described his niece as vibrant, bubbly, strong, and independent. He also called Rikki the light of their family. Bob says Rikki loved her job at King Soopers because she got to work customer service and help people. He says it was her natural, nurturing nature. He said Rikki had dreams and ambitions, but can no longer pursue those things.
She was vibrant, she was bubbly. Rikki was kind of the light of our family. When Rikki showed up at the house, we never knew what color her hair was going to be. We never knew what new tattoo she may have. But that was Rikki. And Rikki lived life on Rikki's terms.
According to her uncle, Rikki was raised by her grandparents and leaves behind a younger brother who is taking his sister's death especially hard. Bob says though they will honor her memory forever, there is a hole in their family's heart that simply cannot be filled. Live from the newsroom, Natalie Haddad, KRDO News Channel 13.
And with those names now known, we're hearing again from some of those family members, friends and family. They really want to obviously make sure that we remember them for the people they are, not just as victims from that terrible tragedy on Monday.
Right, so tough that these stories come out, and imagine being notified. This next of kin, a former Fairview High School classmate, describes the youngest victim, 20-year-old Denny Stong, as a kid with funny aspirations and dreamed of becoming a pilot.
There's 23-year-old Nevin Stanisic, planning a memorial service for him at a local church today. And 25-year-old Rikki Olds was a manager, like we just mentioned, at the King Soopers for 6 years. Her uncle said, again, called her strong, bubbly, independent, just the light of the room.
Treylana Bartkowiak was known by friends as Lana B. The 49-year-old ran a small business in Boulder. And then this is Suzanne Fountain, 59 years old, devoted her life to helping others. An award-winning member of the theater community from 1988 to 2002. Fountain is survived by her son, Nathaniel.
61-year-old Kevin Mahoney got to walk his water down the aisle. Erica, his daughter, posted this tribute on Twitter, saying she's devastated and announcing her pregnancy, of course, noting that now her dad will not get to meet his future granddaughter. 65-year-old Jody Waters worked in Colorado's fashion industry, had dreams of one day setting up her own boutique. Someone who worked with her says she was a mother, a grandmother, very outgoing, optimistic in nature.
And we are still working to learn more information and get photos of the other two victims, Lynn Murray and Terry Leiker.
Officer Eric Talley, of course, was also one of those people who lost their lives on Monday. He was the first police officer to enter the King Superstore after those first shots were fired. He's remembered as a hero, paying the ultimate price to protect everyone inside.